Hey, KIC here. Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last episode, well, we kind of made the escape pod not as useless as it has been. I've been somewhat busy while we've been gone here. I put a fridge on the wall, which is interesting because it doesn't have a bottom or anything, so you can see right through it, which, well, whatever. I have a little bit of food in there, not much. We're going to take one of the aloe vera right now because we need to do something with it. And that involves going over to this guy. We're going to throw you in there. And we're going to go ahead and make a nutrient solution because what I would like to do is go ahead and get some of this stuff planted. Well, I say some of this stuff, I mean the aloe vera. So we're going to take one of the aloe vera and now we can make an aloe vera sprout by using the aloe vera, the nutrient solution, and some water. Which, thankfully, I have a bunch of that thanks to my H2O generator. Let's go ahead and put you down there, and then we'll just get this sprout here, and then we'll go plant this, and then we have some more stuff we're going to do today, which you can probably guess by looking at my inventory. I have lots of stuff in there. Let's go ahead and jump up here. Now, this particular little farm area, I know it's not the best, and if I wanted to get rid of these windows, I could actually place some more plots such that I could have some more stuff growing. And we'll just go ahead and pop that guy in there. I hope this turns into something that is repeatedly harvestable. Otherwise, that's kind of frustrating if you get two, so every time you're basically getting one. You know what I mean? Get one, get two, whatever. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but I'm not too concerned. Oh, look at that. Space durians are ready already. I just picked them not long ago. They grow quite quickly. Wheat, you're not ready. Pear things are ready. Well, good. Maybe we'll go make some fries real quick just because I could probably use a little more food. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. And then here we can make some space fries. Space durians. No? Is that the wrong one? Yes, it is the right one. Correct. Space durians, and I don't know what to do with the fruit just yet. That one I haven't quite figured out, other than maybe you just eat it raw. Which, if that's the case, that's fine, but I'm kind of hesitant to do that if that's not the best use for that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little salami here. Actually, no, in here, I'll leave that because we're gonna go start another vehicle. The escape pod, which I should probably show you here, looks slightly different than you last saw it. It's because I had to do a little repair work on it. That block right there, that block, and these two blocks, the oxygen tanks, were destroyed. Yeah, I had a bit of an incident, and I actually think I'm missing another thruster over there, come to think of it. Maybe I'm not. I don't know, I think I'm missing all sorts of thrusters. I'm definitely missing a downward-facing thruster right there. Yeah, apparently that one was blown up too. Well, that kind of stinks. I just now noticed that one. I didn't realize it was missing earlier. Because that's the gun right there. So that's... yeah, bummer. Anyway, we need to start another vehicle. The reason for that is because that one, while it's fine, is... well, it's kind of dorky. And it's fine that it's dorky. I don't have a problem that it's dorky, but the fact of the matter is it's not really going to suit my purposes for what I'd like to do. And part of that involves, oh, maybe building a capital ship. I don't know where to place this thing. When the base attacks come, they come from that direction. So maybe it should go over here and I can just deal with it. So you're going to drop. There you go. And you dropped. And we can go ahead and grab some of these whole blocks. And I'm not entirely sure what I want to do just yet. Something that is a little more sleek in design, I think would be a good starting place. So we'll do a few that way, and we'll do a few this way. Let's see, that's kind of 4 each direction. That's probably longer than it needs to be, actually, but I'm kind of kicking around the idea of, oh, holy cow, that is a huge cockpit, isn't it? Wow, I was not planning on that. That is massive. Oh, boy. I don't know that I want to use that one, come to think of it. I mean, it looks like that's, what, a two-seater maybe? I'm doing this solo, so that doesn't really matter to me. I don't need anyone else to be able to sit in there. Can I just queue up another one? Maybe one that's a little smaller? I don't know. That was a lot larger than I thought it would be over here. Wrong one. Where are you? That's that cockpit. 2, 2, and 9. Yeah, I'm only now reading 335, 335, 3, 2, and 4. I kind of like the look of cockpit 2, so we'll use that one instead. Man, that's obnoxious. I didn't realize how big that sucker is. That's crazy. Go ahead and put up some more thrusters, and you know what? Here, let's stop that for a second. I need another directional thruster, and then we can do some armored thrusters. So we'll grab cockpit number 2 over here instead. This is not as cool looking, but I mean, it'll be fine. It's basically the same one as over here. It's fine. It's totally serviceable. So that's not so much of an issue. That'll be fine. We'll do something like that. I think we're going to need some more blocks at the back end. So we'll just add a couple more whole blocks there. And we're obviously not going to finish the entirety of this thing today. That's not going to be the case. We're just kind of throwing some junk down for right now. And we'll see how it ends up, what it looks like when it's all done. So you are the generator. I don't need access to you. I do need access to the fuel tank. That's going to be interesting if you ask me, because I don't really want to make it super accessible. Maybe something along the lines of up in here. Not quite sure just yet. Don't know what I want to do, unfortunately. I kind of just build as I go. I'm not necessarily coming at this with a big plan that I'm going to build from. We will do something like, we'll spin this guy around like so. And then we can come in here. Let's see how that looks. And then maybe something like so. And what I'm thinking of is shoving the fuel tank right in there. Or maybe shoving it down there. I'm not quite sure just yet. I should have thought about this a little more before jumping in and doing this, huh? What if we stand you up like that? Can I... Can't... There we go. I can get it in there. And then what I can do is I can build around that. So we'll go ahead and block that off. I don't want that to be accessible by anything else. And I would like to cover up the generator. I don't want that to be totally accessible. So maybe we'll do something like so. And then what we can do is grab some of these guys here. And then we'll put them down like so. And then this is going to go maybe, maybe these would be better. We can do these roundy guys here. I can get them facing the right direction. Nope. There we go. Do those guys, and we'll spin them around. Nope. There we go. Then, I don't want to close that off all the way. Obviously, I need to be able to get in and fill my fuel tank from time to time. So we'll do maybe something like that and that. And then really would like to close that off a little bit, but I will need to leave it open somewhat, I think. Maybe the idea here would be to do something like this. This isn't going to be exact, obviously, but some sort of, maybe some sort of knock this out and do some sort of longer block that reaches over things. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure just yet on that one. Wrong button. Let's go ahead and throw the RCS in there, and then I think that's where we'll call it good, because I would like to do a couple of other things on this episode, aside from just look like a fool who doesn't know how to build. So we'll go ahead and do the same thing here. We're going to cover this guy up, because I would like this stuff to be protected. Put you in there. And then I'm going to need to make some cargo pods, I believe. Now, I don't know where I'd like to put those. That's something we can kind of figure out a little more as we go. You definitely need to be blocked in there, although that's probably a good spot for some of the thrusters. But just the same, let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. We'll do 1, 2, 3 out of that side. And we'll do 1, 2, 3 out of that side. And I think that's going to be the start of some sort of wing system. In fact, maybe that's too far out. I think I kind of like the idea of starting that back a little sooner. Maybe something like this, and then cutting it across like that, and then we can kind of come back in. Yeah, we'll figure that out next time around, though. For now, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff away. I'm going to hop in the escape pod, and we're going to go do a little something, because that sounds like a good idea to me. We're back at the MS Titan, and you should have seen my flying. It was pretty good, actually. But that's not why we're back here. We're actually going over the hill because we're going to check something else out. I wanted to look at the power station. I'm not 100% familiar on what goes on one of those. And, you know, I can use some additional materials, and I've actually been collecting a lot of ore. I didn't really tell you that early on. I probably should have. But, oh, that was a direct hit on the rocket there. That hurt. But I've been collecting a lot of ore, and even though that's all good and useful and I need that sort of stuff, let me go ahead and use one of these small med kits just to play it safe. You know, this is a good way to get some additional materials too, so I don't mind doing this. There we go. Now, I did see a drone as I was flying over. There it is. Right there. Oops, I didn't have that sucker reloaded. Bad me. There we go. No more drone. This looks like a pretty good-sized building here. It looks like it has a couple of different wings on it. Just go ahead and take that ammo. Trying to keep an eye out for anyone else around. Pretty interesting looking building, I must say. Big fuel tanks. If I want to take the time to tear this building apart, there's a lot of great resources in here, it looks like. These big fuel tanks, those would be nice to tear up. Just taking a look at, see what else is around here. I don't know if that was the only drone that was in the neighborhood. That I'm not sure of. I know I saw one. I don't know if there were multiples around, so, you know, trying to be a little cautious here, that's all. I just saw a big rock and thought, oh, crud, another drone. Nope, it's just a rock. I'm going to go ahead and eat that fruit while I can. Okay. Go ahead and turn the jetpack on. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to slide down there. Can I kind of cheat and get over that way? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, I can just put a hole in something here and we can get in that way. I just thought I'd, you know, try and do it without blowing a hole into the building. I generally like to leave everything intact if I can. I don't like messing stuff up, especially if I'm going to end up using it. Then it just means I have to do more work later on, so that's kind of where that's coming from. I suspect we'll have some turrets inside. This is obviously going to require a little bit of work to get into. You look like you might be worth checking out. Let's go ahead and knock a window or two out. There we go. Alien container. That's the sort of stuff I was looking for. Ooh, look at that. Got a rocket. I will definitely take a rocket. And then we have a decorative antenna. Fuel tanks. I'm guessing these will all be empty. Seems like the fuel tank in the building we kind of took over last time around was empty, so I would suspect this one will be empty as well. Alright, I'm expecting a turret inside. Maybe not. I'm expecting one. Doesn't mean there is one. Oh, there it is. Yep. I said I was expecting one. Here we go. Uh-oh. Reload. I wasn't counting how many rounds that took. Huh. That is interesting. Let me switch to this gun just for kicks. That turret seems to have gone invincible on me. I must not be hitting the turret. I'm hitting something else, right? Yeah, that's the problem. I'm hitting one of these decorative, or generators, rather. Aha, I was partially hitting that one. Alrighty. So, let's see. Man, I could bust these guys down, and I'm sure I could get some good materials for that. Let's just go ahead and check out what's over here. See, is there another alien container? Sure looks like it. Ah, I got some ores this time. Lots of ore. Some neodymium. That's good, because I can't find any on this planet, even though I gotta admit, I don't really know what neodymium does for me. I'm still happy to collect it. And we'll go ahead and check out this side here. More ore. I will definitely take more ore. I mean, you know, 10, 14, 15 at a time. It's really not all that much, unfortunately, but I can still use it, so I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's not like it's a great find, but it is certainly helpful. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. Got a shotgun in there. Ooh, a rocket launcher. Yeah, now we're talking. That I got me a rocket launcher now. I didn't even have to make it myself. Okay, just for kicks. I don't know. I might not have the space available to do what I would like to do. Let's go ahead and chew on some salami. And I'm just taking a look here. At some point I also built that little work light. It's pretty handy. You are a straight-up shotgun. You're no different than mine, right? Right. You are a single tier 1 item. Let's put the metal pieces over there. I'm just trying to see what I have for empty spots. Not much. Just for kicks. Let's go ahead and break this guy up. I don't even know what parts I get for it. So, I don't know if this is really worth my time. Didn't even mean to break that one down. I'm just trying to figure out, not really paying close attention to what I have, but just really looking to see if I'm suddenly lower on spots. I have not, to this point, come up with less. I'm definitely not filling up any spots. I know I'm getting a lot of metal components. That much I know. Probably some electronics, too. Yeah, lots of electronics. Which is good, actually. Metal components, too. Those things take forever to make, so... Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, got a bunch of electronics, bunch of metal components. Looks like that's the primary stuff. Probably some cables out of that, too, but not a ton. It's all going to be, what, metal components and that sort of stuff? Probably some electronics for the antenna as well. Look at that, I can just go and grab a few more, because then I'm going to turn all these electronics into various pieces for the vehicle, so this will end up being helpful, I think. But we're going to go ahead and call it an episode right here. Power Station can now be crossed off my list. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Just head back toward my ship. Ow, that hurt a little bit. I'll deal with that on my own. and I will catch you on another one where we will probably continue building that ship and take it from something that looks completely dorky and turn it into something that looks only mostly dorky. But we'll have to do that another time. So catch you then. Thanks for watching. See you later.